Hey, it's MyklSkeleton here from wiseoz.com, and I'm going to teach you how to solve the middle layer now. We just solved the bottom layer of the cube, the one with all the white cubies on it, and now we're going to move on to the middle layer. The middle layer might at first seem easier because it contains in it 4 center cubies, the 4 cubies with only one sticker, and therefore there's no way you can move them. And so that's 4 cubies you don't have to worry about, 4 pieces you don't have to worry about. But you still have to solve 4 other edge pieces correctly, and it's trickier because to solve those edge pieces, there's 2 algorithms you need to know, and each of those algorithms has 8 steps in it. So at first it seems a little daunting, but in fact, once you do it enough times, it becomes pretty natural. In fact, I don't even know what the moves are really anymore. I just do it when I see it. And so to actually do this video, I had to go back and look at what are the actual steps that I do. So we're going to do that now, and I hope you have fun. So last time we left off after solving the first layer, and your cube looked like this. There was the T shape on all the sides, and the white was solved on the bottom. Now that we want to solve the middle layer, we need to find all of these edge pieces that go here, here, here. There's 4 of them, and the centers will not be moved, as I said earlier, so we don't have to worry about those. We just got to make sure we get the edge pieces in the right spot. When we're all done, the cube will look like this, so that you'll have 2 layers perfectly solved, and the top layer will be the only one left unsolved. So when you find, say, the orange and blue edge piece, you want it to go in between the orange and blue centers. That's a given. I think we all know that now. And after we're all done with this step, we will be left with the top layer all scrambled to be solved. And if you notice, if you take a look at it, every single piece in that top layer has a yellow sticker on it because yellow was the last layer. Therefore, when we're looking for the pieces to solve this current step, to solve the middle layer, we're looking for all the pieces left that do not have yellow on it, or whatever your top layer color is. So that's what we're going to do. So here's my first layer solved cube, and the first thing I look at up top is any edge pieces that do not have yellow on them. This one has yellow on it, and this one has yellow on it, but this one doesn't. This is the blue and orange edge piece. To set up this move, you line up the edge piece with the corresponding center. So in this case, I will line up the blue orange edge piece right above the orange center. And I do that because orange is the color not on top. Blue is the one on top, so we don't care about that. Now this sets up the move. This is the piece you want, and you want the piece right there in between the orange and blue centers. And to do that, you're going to have to move it right. So this position here on the cube is called the front right position because it's part of the front layer and it's part of the right layer. And when you want to move this piece to the front right position, the following algorithm will do it. Now this algorithm has 8 steps, and so I'm going to break it down into 2 steps of 4. It's easier to remember. So the first step is U, R, U prime, R prime. And I'll do that now. So U, R, U prime, R prime. And now if you notice, the blue and orange edge piece that we're trying to get in is matched up with the blue, orange, and white corner piece that was on the bottom layer. They are joined up. Now we got to get these 2 pieces down here to the front right and the front down right position. To do that, we do the second half of the algorithm, and that is F, R prime, F prime, R. So F, R prime, F prime, R. And as you will notice, we now have the orange and blue corner piece, or edge piece, excuse me, in the right position. And everything on the bottom layer stayed the same. That's why we do this algorithm. And things on the top layer could have shifted. The algorithm doesn't take into account keeping that the same. So that's why we do this step before the top layer. Now the second possibility is that instead of needing it in the front right position, you need it in the front left position. And I've got it set up so that I can show you this now. We have the orange and green edge piece here. I lined it up with the orange center. And as you notice, green is on my left side here. So this piece needs to go in the front left position as opposed to the front right position, which we did last time. It's a similar algorithm. If you look at it, all the R's are replaced with L's and all the U's are inverted because you're working with your left side. So if you're moving it into the front left position, what you do is the first part of the algorithm is U prime, L prime, U, L. So let's do that now. U prime, L prime, U, L. And then after you do that, as you see, we've got them grouped up here again, just as we did before, and we need to put it down here. And then you need to execute the second part of the algorithm, which is F prime, L, F, L. So F prime, excuse me, L, F, L. And once you do that, your orange, green edge piece is in between the orange and green centers in the front left position as we wanted. So yeah. So the third case, which really isn't a case at all, is that you have your edge piece here. Notice I've solved the two that we did and one extra. And we actually have this piece. It's where it's supposed to be, but it's the wrong orientation. We got the blue-red edge piece in between the blue-red center pieces, but it's flipped the wrong way. The blue is on the red side and the red is on the blue side. To flip it around, all we really have to do is bring this piece up top and then put that piece back down the correct way. And to bring this piece up top, you just execute the algorithm again. So we pretend like we want this red yellow edge piece down here when we really don't. And when we get that one down there, this piece will pop up top. So I'm going to use the same algorithm, which is U, R, U prime, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. And I will do that like so. And there we go. So now we have this fake piece down there, which let us pop up this piece in the back. And notice when you pop that piece up, it actually goes to this back up position. So you bring it around using a U2. Now we have it exactly how we want it, and we can put it down there the correct way. So I've got the blues lined up here, and I can do the U, R, U prime, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. And there you go. We got it down there. And same thing if it's on the left side. I mean, you can either pop it up using your left hand, or you can just turn the cube and pop it up using your right hand. Once you've got these 4 edge pieces down, it looks very nice. You only have the top layer to go. And you're almost there. You're 2/3 of the way there, technically. But I would say the last layer is definitely the hardest. And you've still got a ways to go. But the thing now that you've learned how to solve the first 2 layers is to just solve the first 2 layers as many times as you possibly can. The more you do it, the faster you'll get at it, and the more it'll just become natural. So that's my video on solving the second layer of the cube, and I encourage you to go to wiseoz.com if you enjoyed this video and join my circle of interest called Mechanical Puzzles. It's all about the Rubik's Cube. Me and Abe host it, and I'm sure you'd have a lot of fun. Thanks.